Hi, here we are. We're on, this is episode 3 of the Photographing with Sally 8x10 view camera. Episode 2 was the film developing, and then episode 1 was the actual photo shoot with Sally with the 8x10 film. So today in episode 3, what I'd like to do is scan the film and just kind of show you a little bit about how I do that. And then we will do a little bit of editing. Okay, so I'm here in my office and I first wanted to show you my scanner. It is an Epson V850 Pro. And what's so wonderful about this is it has a transparency unit on the top where you can scan film. You can scan 35, 120, 4x5, and it has little holders for those. It just doesn't have holders for 8x10. So when you do 8x10, you just lay it on the glass like this. So that is what I'm doing. And I use the software that is in my computer it came with the scanner, and it is Silverfast 8. It's kind of old. I've had this scanner for a long time, and here it is. And then what I do is I'm going to do a pre-scan, and I'll just kind of show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've done one already, but I just hit right up here, pre-scan, and I've got my settings. I've got it set for negative, and then I've chosen 20, wow, it's on 32. Well, 2400 DPI is good for 8x10. And then I've chosen my film, just a 400 ASA film, and that is it. And I just hit pre-scan, and it gives me a pre-scan just like this. And so this is the pre-scan. It's got this this red line going around it. And then I just pick my folder I want it to go in, and then I just hit scan. And it takes a little while because it's kind of big. And that's it. Then I've got it in my folder, and we can edit it from there. I wanted to kind of show you my negatives from yesterday in the dark room. It's an easier way to look at them. They look pretty good, you know. I'm pretty picky, and I think they probably could have maybe a little more density to them, and but they're going to work just fine given that I am scanning into my computer. I prefer to scan because there's a lot of things that I like to do post-process to my work. So I'll be back with you shortly with the edit. See you soon. Okay, so I have scanned my image in, and this is the hard part really. When you have a negative so big, it really gets a lot of dust spots. And I don't know, no matter how much I clean my scanner, it really doesn't seem to matter a whole lot. So there's a lot of spots and lines and some like skin variations that are not on the negative. It just has to do with the negative being against the glass, and there's reflections and things that can happen sometimes and create sort of unusual marks on your scan. But none of these things are impossible to fix. So you see the white tones on her hand. I have to go back and do those at the end. Usually I start out where I'm finding all the little tiny specks everywhere, and I'm just using the spot healing tool here, the heal tool, and probably I'll end up going with the rubber stamp because it's a little bit easier. I'm on my laptop with no mouse, just using my trackpad and my right click. So all these weird white lines, those were not on the negative or on her, obviously. So just going to go, and there are probably imperfections maybe in the glass on the scanner or something. But usually I have to go in and fix all these things, and it takes a long time because I have to scan a little bit at a time, move over a little bit, go all the way up and all the way down, and I do the entire image this way, just little by little. And this is probably going to take me a while, probably an hour or so. So I'm going to speed this up and to just get to the end here, because there really isn't a whole lot that that I can teach here. Okay, so I have my image here now in Photoshop. I have finished the spot touching, dust spots and everything that happen from the scanning process. Unfortunately, you can't really do a whole lot about those spots. But now what I'm doing is I notice that I can see a little more texture in the wall behind her than I'd like. So I'm blurring that out, just doing a Gaussian blur. And just looking at it, and I can see that I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm going to go with that. And then my next step now is I'm going to try to take it into my favorite program, Alien Skin. So I'm just going to, I have to get in there a different way. So I'm going to open it up, and then I will get in there. And now what I'm going to do is just look at all the different options that I have for this. I mean, I love the fact that it's black and white because it is black and white film, but I like to edit to get the tones and everything that I want with this. I just like to try different options and different film types, and I very much love sepia, so I'll probably end up with sepia. But so I'm just going to keep doing this, and then eventually we will have the final look of the image. Yeah, see, the sepia just, I don't know, it does something for me. See over here on the right, I can take the grain down because I don't really want to add grain. So love that. And I'm going to save that. And that is it. So anything else that I do to it, I will probably speed up. And I don't do a whole lot to the film work. It's really just minor tweaking. So now I'm going to go back in. I'm going to bring it back into Photoshop real quick. And there it is. And there we go. And one thing I'm going to do is add a little bit more to the right side here. It's a little off balance, so that's bothering me. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be about done with this image. So I'm very happy with the way it came out, and I'm looking forward to showing you the final piece.